What's up, y'all? Beef coming at you with another review. Before we get started, I just want to let you know at the time of recording, I am live on twitch.tv. You can find me there, xbeefshankx. Come hang out. I stream Monday, Tuesday, and Friday from about 6:30 p.m. to question mark. It just depends on the night. So come hang out, come check it out, and I'd love to see you. Come hang out. That said, today we've got a 3-for-1 special. We're going to be reviewing the Coca-Cola Energy coffee beverages. So they released 3 from the coffee line. There's just like a dark roast, there is a caramel, and there is a vanilla. And it's supposed to be like, because, you know, a while ago I had reviewed the Coca-Cola Energy, and then they've expanded that line, and now they've got Coca-Cola with coffee with energy. So I'm interested to see what that's like. We got to take a look here and see what we're getting in terms of caffeine. So it's powdered coffee from Brazilian coffee beans. So that's interesting. Okay, so per 12-ounce can, there are 69 grams of caffeine. So I guess I probably misspoke here. I don't think this is from their energy line. It just looks like it, but it's just a completely different thing. It's just Coca-Cola with coffee. So why you would just take like a wonderful cup of coffee and pour some Coca-Cola into it, or vice versa, I'm really not sure what would lead you to do that, but we're gonna find out, and I'll let you know how it goes. In a fit of panic and misunderstanding, I did grab by mistake the 0 sugar for the dark blend, which is like just the normal. If you want to see me review the non-sugar free one, just let me know in the comments. I might pick it up and do a video for it as well. If y'all are interested, you'll have to let me know. All right, that said, as always, we will cleanse the palate before we begin so we get an accurate reading of what it is we are ingesting. Spicy. Any citrus will do. I prefer lemon. That said, we're going to start with the sugar-free dark blend. I think that'll be a good way to go into it so we know what it tastes like, just like normal, and then we can check out the flavored ones from there. I am really excited and interested to check out the vanilla one, because vanilla Coke is one of my favorite beverages, and so I'm interested to see like what it's like with the coffee and the Coke. I want to know if they leaned more into the coffee side of things or the Coca-Cola side of things. So let's go ahead and find out. Pop that open, get the initial whiff. Crisp opening, you love it. Didn't sound super carbonated. Okay, so it smells like Coca-Cola with coffee in it, which I know it's probably not really surprising. That's what it smells like. It smells like they just combined those two things. So I'm really interested to see what's going to happen here. Okay, it's very smooth. It does go down really easy. You do get the notes of the coffee in there. Now, I don't really know what Diet Coke tastes like because I've had it like once in my life. This does have a little bit of that sugar-free flavor, if you know what I mean, just like the artificial sweetener aftertaste. And so some people don't mind that. Some people want to avoid it like the plague. So I just want you to know it is pleasant.
Look at the map, go to the mark sheet.
It is present, so just be advised. It's not prominent, but it is there. All right, let's get an aerated sip, see what that's like. Okay, so definitely like the consistency changes when you aerate it like that. It really does become much like thicker and almost frothier. It kind of tastes like what are those now and laters? No, not now and laters. Those are like fake Starbursts. What are those? It's that candy that tastes like Good and Plenty. It tastes like black licorice, the Good and Plenties, but it's like a really appealing like purple and white, like pink box and everything, but then you eat it and it tastes like black licorice. This kind of tastes like black licorice a little bit. There are subtle notes of that. But again, it's not overwhelming, so I mean, it's definitely interesting. It tastes kind of like a slightly carbonated coffee. The Coke and the coffee really do mix together pretty well. I'm pretty surprised by that. I was not expecting that. I'm not huge on the sugar-free flavor, so maybe I will end up reviewing just the normal one. But that said, this really isn't terrible. You don't really get a lot of the Coca-Cola flavor. It's more once you're in the aftertaste-ish range is when you start to kind of get it. But overall, it's pretty good. I would definitely say I would give this a 4 out of 6. It's definitely worth checking out. You might really enjoy it, and if not, tough. All right, so 4 out of 6 for the normal one, the sugar-free one. Just the dark blend Coca-Cola coffee, 4 out of 6. Coming up next, we're going to move on to the caramel. I don't hate flavored coffee, so this will be interesting to see. Something, too, that I found really fascinating about this product is that the flavored ones, the caramel and the vanilla, neither one has any milk in it. And a lot of times when you get, like, pre-made, like, flavored coffee, like iced coffees and stuff, they all have, like, milk and stuff in them. There's no milk in these, so that's really augurs for y'all vegan types and lactose intolerant types. All right, so this one, also for the 12-ounce can, has 69 milligrams of caffeine. So it's really not a lot of caffeine, but it is a decent amount. So definitely, you know, maybe could help you get through the day if you have a crippling caffeine dependency like me. All right, go ahead and pop this bad boy open. Get that crisp opening. Get the whiff. Okay, yeah, so it smells very similarly to the normal one, but just with notes of caramel. So it's kind of like a cold cup of coffee with some Coca-Cola and some, like, caramel in it. That's what it smells like. So, I mean, that's good, at least, you know? You read it, you think that's what it would be, and it smells like that's what it would be. Let's find out if that tastes like what it's going to be. As always, again, we're going to cleanse the palate, because now we've got residual sugar-free Coca-Cola coffee on the palate, so go ahead and decimate that out real quick. All right. Here we go. Okay, so initially I do think I like that one better. It's a little bit sweeter, and so if you're into a more like sweet coffee experience, definitely this one over the normal. It's definitely just a little sweeter immediately. The caramel is like present, but it's almost like an essence of caramel. It's not really like punching you in the face with the caramel flavor. So be advised, if you're looking for like an extra caramel drizzle type thing, this is not going to be that. Yeah, so that one is, yeah, it's pretty good as well. I wouldn't be like, ah, man, I gotta keep this on hand because I love it, because I don't love it, but it's definitely not terrible. It's a very bizarre mix of things, but they all kind of do play in together. You do get, like, the acidity from the Coca-Cola and the fact that, like, coffee is just naturally, like, really acidic as well. They play together really nicely. I thought maybe it would be overwhelming, but it's not. And it is carbonated, but not, like, too carbonated. So it's kind of interesting. Get an aerated sip, see if this one froths up. Okay, so it still does thicken when you aerate it, but not as much as the other one. So I don't know if that's the artificial sweetener or if that's something else, maybe something about the caramel flavor, I don't know. But it does not have the same effect as the other one. Okay, so that one I'm going to rank above the non-flavored one. And I'm going to give the caramel a 5 out of 6. It's definitely better, but it's still, again, it's not like fantastic. It's not blowing my mind, but it's definitely interesting and it's not terrible. So if it's fascinating at all, it's definitely worth at least checking out, I would say. And then last but not least, we've got the vanilla flavor. Same thing, just this one is, I cannot for the life of me show you that it says vanilla. I think that's the best we're gonna get. All right, let's go. All right, as always, cleanse the palate. All right, now that all of the residual food particles have been decimated, we can get an accurate reading of what we're about to ingest here. So. All right, man, got that. All right, got that cracked open. Ooh, This smells like vanilla Coke, straight up. Like, I don't even get any of the coffee scent. My fear here is that, like, think back in your minds to when I reviewed the orange vanilla Coke. You can watch that right here. Yeah? Okay. They did that really well, too, because, again, it's kind of a weird mix where it's like orange is good on its own, Coca-Cola is good on its own, vanilla is good on its own. You know, orange and vanilla mix together really well. Vanilla and Coke mix together really well, but then outside of that, it's like you're left with either all three or just orange and Coke. And it's like an orange Coke. Sounds like a weird idea. Add vanilla? I don't know, but for some reason they all three played together really well. So I'm interested to see with how light these flavors are. I think that's part of how they get them to coincide, is like just not overwhelming the flavors. If there's not enough coffee flavor in here, it's gonna just taste like vanilla Coke, and that's what it smells like. So we'll see. Here we go. I had such high hopes for this flavor, I really did. And it's actually it's underwhelming and it's disappointing. I wanted this one to be really, really good. But it really just tastes like a more robust vanilla Coke. And so, like, if you're into vanilla Coke, like, you could check this out, but you're really not missing much. You could just drink vanilla Coke. I'm honestly not getting hardly any of the coffee in this one. It just tastes like vanilla Coke. When you froth it up, it does get better. You can kind of pull some of the coffee notes out of it, but the coffee notes are just really, in this one, squashed by the vanilla and the Coca-Cola flavor. So that's a little disappointing. Yeah, I'm really not getting much from that I haven't gotten from vanilla Coke. So that one, we're going to give that one a 2 out of 6. I think they left an opportunity on the table there to maybe actually just turn up the coffee flavor in that one, because we already know what vanilla Coke tastes like. You know what I mean? It's already a product that they've been making for a while, and so it's likely that you've already tried it, and so you're not really getting anything new by trying this one as well. So yeah, so 2 out of 6 for vanilla. We'll go ahead and wrap up the dark roast coffee Coca-Cola. That was a 4 out of 6. Caramel Coca-Cola coffee was a 5 out of 6. And then the vanilla Coca-Cola with coffee is a devastating 2 out of 6. That said, none of them are really horrendous. They're all at least palatable. You could check them out. If you are going to check them out, I do definitely recommend either just the normal, like, non-flavored, or the caramel. This one, it's cool, but you're really not getting anything that you haven't had before with it. So it's a little sad to see, but, you know, honestly, I love to see the innovation. I love to see them taking chances and mixing it up, creating combinations of things that seem odd, you know, and so I'm more than happy to, you know, go out and check them out and see, you know, hey, did they do something cool here? And I think, honestly, yeah, they did. It's definitely worth checking out. Don't be put off by the fact that it sounds weird, but the vanilla was definitely underwhelming and disappointing. That said, if you've made it this far into the video, I really do appreciate you being here. The world has a tendency to just crumple you up into a little ball and beat the will out of you, and so having you all here to hang out, check out the video, it does the old heart good. So thank you for being here. And I think that's all we got. Stay beefy and smash that subscribe button. I'll see you in the next one. All right.